Dr. Vincent Giampapa. He's a plastic surgeon in the field of anti-aging medicine, as an original contributor to the field of cosmetic surgery. He's one of the founding members of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine. He is also one of our very important doctors on the Jeunesse Medical Advisory Board and chief formulator behind our Nutrigen product line, which was just introduced this September. Dr. Giampapa, thank you so much for spending your time with us this afternoon.
My pleasure. Welcome, everyone, and it's a pleasure to speak to everyone from all parts of the world. I do believe, even if you've gotten up early or it's late, the information we will be giving you today will be well worth the effort. So, to start things off a little bit, I just wanted to say that Jeunesse has made a commitment, which is very different than many other multi-level marketing companies, to base the products that they are offering in true science and research. And the reason that I am here and part of the Jeunesse team is for exactly that reason. The products you're about to hear about and the science behind them have been tested and researched for over a decade and have been previously used in physician offices and at the physician level. So what you're actually going to see and be able to in the near future utilize yourself, as well as the people who you are involved with, are truly, I would say, medical grade products that for the first time are being offered to the public. Okay, so in general, my background is one in which I was involved in actually starting the anti-aging movement somewhere around 18, 19 years ago. At that time, we coined the phrase anti-aging, and it was a phrase that was more or less considered really not scientific. And as you know, over the last decade and a half, or almost 2 decades, that phrase has become synonymous with many different approaches to improving our health. I was one of the founding members of the American Academy of Anti-Aging Medicine with Dr. Klatz and Dr. Goldman, and I was also the initial president of the American Board of Anti-Aging Medicine, and my charge was to create the examination process for physicians who wanted to become anti-aging physicians. That I was quite busy with for a number of years, and over the years I have also turned my attention to trying to bring this information to the public. And if anyone has an opportunity to go on Amazon.com, you'll see at least 4, perhaps 5 of my books available there, which forms the basis of much of the information you'll get today. I've been involved with designing products, testing new nutraceutical compounds, and focusing on mainly natural sources of products that can really impact the aging process from the genetic level upward. My research continues today in the area of stem cells for their use for both age-related disease processes as well as cosmetic applications. The books that I've been involved with, and actually the primary author, would have to do with information around not just products, but also one of the more important things is the lifestyle that one utilizes with extremely good quality products. So today we are at a, if you will, turning point in the aging process. We now know that there is no one single thing that can actually make a dramatic improvement in the aging process. And in reality, the new research and the new sciences of telomeres, stem cells, the changing gene patterns that we all experience as we age, along with calorie restriction together, really create the model that we've been looking at the level of our basic age-related research. So what we've looked at is taken the information that we have been actually lucky to have recorded from over a number of thousand years ago to the present, and put it all together with a focused approach on impacting the aging process at the level of our genes. So at Jeunesse, our goal, via the most recent science of DNA, stem cells, and the information we've gleaned from calorie restriction, is to come up with a approach to improve the quality of life from the DNA upward. And the whole focus here is, we all experience different levels of health, and some people might feel more healthy or more energetic than others. So our whole goal here is to take your normal state of health and energy and move everything to the right on this slide to improve not just how you feel, but to help you feel and function and age as optimally as possible. So let's do a quick little review here. The importance of DNA repair in health and aging. DNA is continuously being exposed to both the internal and external factors that result in damage. So we have what we refer to as intrinsic aging, which is what happens from just a normal body processes, and we have what we call extrinsic aging, which is aging to our skin and the inside of our bodies by being exposed to not only UVA, UVB radiation from the sun, but all the xenotoxic things that the 21st century has given us in the forms of pollution, both from exhaust from cars and buses, but electromagnetic pollution, and, for instance, also artificial chemicals and compounds that we ingest in our food. At the age of 30, the body's DNA self-repair mechanism becomes less efficient in both our bodies, or somatic cells, as well as our stem cells. Now, if that DNA damage is left unrepaired, our cells replicate themselves or make copies of themselves, and we create a damaged version of those cells, or if you will, a copy that doesn't work quite as efficiently. This results in, for instance, as these cells build up, in the negative effects that we become used to seeing as the aging process. We lose our energy, our memory gets poor, our vision starts to decrease, and in general, what we see is what we refer to as the normal process of aging. So it sounds pretty depressing at the moment, but in reality, this information has been pivotal in allowing us to focus what we've done our research on. So why is this so important? Well, the reason this is so important is because we really have two major groups of cells in our body. The somatic cells, which we all look at day to day, make up our body. Our skin, our muscles, our bones, our organs, number somewhere about 100 trillion cells. Now, as those cells wear out, after they've made certain numbers of copies of themselves, we have a second group of cells, if you will, that come in to then repair and actually restore new versions of those body cells. These are called our adult stem cells, and they number in the hundreds of millions, significantly less. These two groups of cells are really what keeps you healthy, and not only aging optimally, but looking youthful. To give you a summary of the thought process here at Jeunesse, let's take a look at what we're doing. We're approaching the aging process not with a silver bullet, not with a single product like many other companies are doing, saying, here's the answer to aging, this product will solve the aging process. There is no such thing. Nature and the underlying intelligence behind nature is much wiser than creating a system that has just one little key or latch for the aging process. So at the cellular level, the products that have been designed at Jeunesse are working on the areas that we know directly impact the cell. On the left-hand side, you'll see DNA damage as the paramount feature the ingredients of these products will focus on, but the other ingredients also directly impact our body's ability to control blood sugar, inflammation, this methylation process which regulates genes, and free radical control through keeping our oxidative processes more optimal. The products that you're already experiencing, like the products that we have here, Reserve, is a product that is directly impacting not only these processes in general, but particularly with resveratrol, helping to mimic calorie restriction inside the cell. And as we discussed a little bit earlier, that's one of the key models that we know impact the aging process. The new products that we've just come out with, that is Neutrogene AM and PM, are a combination of over 72 ingredients. Now, in each one of these tablets are ingredients that direct their function to these four key areas of science we've already discussed: stem cell maintenance, DNA repair in both the nucleus and mitochondria, inhibiting the free radicals that we know create damage to the DNA. There are compounds that help mimic calorie restriction or actually impact some of the genes that are involved in calorie restriction. Compounds that help improve the energy that is produced by our mitochondria. And then another group of products that actually help maintain and protect our telomeres, which are our aging clocks. So the combination of the products, the Reserve product, the AM/PM product, are a true first in directing the latest research towards these key systems that are involved at both the cellular level and throughout the body to help us age more optimally. The products that you've already experienced, that is the topical stem cell serums, are products that are used externally, that in combination with this approach, that is using both the oral supplements and reserve internally and the topical products externally, what we end up doing we are able to see a dramatic improvement not only in how we feel but how our skin is aging from the inside out and from the outside in. The most recent product that is now been launched is Advanced Night Repair. Now, Advanced Night Repair is based on 10 years of my research on the effects of DNA repair on the skin itself. And in combination with the AM/PM Neutrogene product, which is repairing our DNA from the inside out, and then the use of Advanced Night Repair from the outside inward, we see a dramatic improvement further dramatic improvement in the skin. Now, as we repair DNA on the surface of our skin with the Advanced Night Repair, the application of the serums which contain the growth factors actually work more synergistically. That is because if the cells in our skin have DNA that's functioning more optimally, they're more receptive to the growth factors that have already been shown to be so effective in the the DNA serums that have been utilized already with Jeunesse and all of its distributors. So in summary, what do we presently have that's unique to Jeunesse and that no other company is really focused on? We have a series of products that work at the cellular level outward, impacting each one of the 100 trillion cells that our body is made of. We have a product that impacts internally the DNA in both our nucleus, in our mitochondria, and even up to our skin, that together, when used in a system with both the growth factors topically and the Advanced Night Repair, results in a dramatic improvement in our surface of our skin and how our face, hands, and neck looks. In general, what we're looking to do, we've come up with what is referred to as a cell age management system that works from the genetic level outward. And truly, I believe, one of the most scientific approaches to youthful aging. The next slide will give you just a little more detail on where these products interact at our aging system model. The growth factor products really work on both the telomeres and on the surface of the skin, since they are factors that are actually extracted from stem cells from fat cells. So the actual growth factors from the stem cells themselves are the active ingredient in both of the stem cell serums. The DNA repair compound, or Advanced Night Repair, actually has a component in it that helps induce telomerase in the surface of the skin and helps the skin turn over more quicker and allows the fibroblasts to make more copies of themselves before their aging clock runs down. This in itself is a whole unique approach to skin aging, in that allowing the stem cells not only to make more copies of the fibroblasts to make more copies of themselves, but to repair the damage to themselves prior to making those copies. So the skin cells that we're producing are actually a healthier variety. The cellular rejuvenation serums, or the Luminesce product line, are extremely unique. These products have been designed by Dr. Nathan Newman, and over the years have been shown to create a dramatic improvement in the quality of the skin. And this isn't just this isn't just a single parameter. The skin looks healthier. The pores are smaller. The growth factors here help actually produce more hyaluronic acid, more elastin, and more collagen. In essence, it's not a cosmetic product, but it's truly a product that works within the cells, creating a more youthful quality to the skin, and actually a younger skin in general. The Daily Moisture Complex has within it a special sunscreen that has the purpose of limiting the damage that one is exposed to every morning and throughout the day, and as well supplies the key hydrating agents and again the growth factors to help restore and rejuvenate the skin throughout the day, as well as to avoid the damage and limit the damage that we're exposed to each day from both the sun and the external, if you will, toxins that we are all exposed to in the 21st century. These two products together create a system, if you will. I refer to these as your morning protection and your evening repair process. So we want to protect our skin in the morning with the daily moisturizing complex and sunscreen, and we want to repair our skin from the damage that we've suffered from both the environment and the internal aging process in the evening. The origin of these growth factors that Dr. Newman has created come from sterilized and if you will, extremely stringent laboratory conditions where the adipocytes or fat cells are cultured and the growth factors are removed from the cells. These products have no cell products whatsoever, but simply the serum, if you will, or what we refer to in medicine as a supernatant. That serum is then placed in a special delivery system which keeps it preserved and allows it to penetrate into the dermis. So together, what we're looking at here is the ability to actually produce products from our stem cells at the same time while our AM and PM Neutrogena products are helping to maintain the stem cell pools without our body so we can help create more accurate and more, if you will, more efficient somatic or body cells. The reserve product is a source of not just antioxidants, which help limit free radicals, but a source of other natural occurring ingredients that help support our immune system, help regulate cholesterol, help regulate the digestive system, and help with cardiovascular health and support. The resveratrol component of this, as I mentioned, is a caloric restriction mimetic, or something or a product that directly impacts at the genetic level to help improve how our genes work, or if you will, in a more medical term, that it helps improve our genetic expression. So to summarize again, we're looking at launching now this new approach from the inside out of the Neutrogena product, the AM and PM product. These are not, if you will, vitamin mineral supplements. They're a whole new category of nutraceutical called nutrigenetics. These compounds have been researched to impact in a number of ways inside our cells. So DNA damage and repair, you'll find as you look at the product, there are a number of ingredients that directly impact both DNA damage in the nucleus and in the mitochondria. A number of the compounds we have added to this product are based on the latest research in helping to maintain your stem cells in good health and also to help them be released more optimally when your body's injured or your immune system calls upon them to do their job. Telomere maintenance, protection, and induction. Okay, well, the science of telomeres is all over the media. We see many other companies coming out with products A, B, C, and D, X, whatever, that claim to stimulate telomerase and help regrow your telomeres. Well, that in itself is really not an optimal approach to cellular aging. There are a number of things that can be done that will dramatically improve, for instance, the ability of our telomeres to make more copies. The following things dramatically slow the shortening process of telomeres and actually help maintain your telomeres in a longer state. And let's go over those briefly. The right combinations of antioxidants will have a dramatic impact on maintaining your telomeres. Limiting your homocysteine levels or keeping them in a lower, more healthy level dramatically impacts and improves telomere length. Keeping your cortisol levels down by trying to reduce your stress and keeping your blood sugar levels under control help maintain more optimal telomere lengths. And I think the absolute most effective approach is to do all of these things as well as include a telomerase activator, which is the product we've already finished and looked at, which we'll be talking about shortly in some of the newer and the very near future Jeunesse seminars. And that product is also actually will be added to the product inventory you've seen today, which will further enhance our ability to maintain healthy telomeres. So for the skin, and a cell age management system from the outside in has been put together that involves not only repair of DNA, but the addition and the application of essential growth factors that will help the skin work synergistically with the DNA repair compounds to produce healthier, more youthful looking skin by stimulating the skin to produce more of the key compounds of elastin, collagen, hyaluronic acid. From the inside out, affecting each one of the 100 trillion cells of your body, Neutrogene, we're excited to introduce Neutrogene, which has been tested and utilized at doctors' offices for a number of years with dramatic improvements in quality of life issues. Well, we all know that aging is inevitable. That's a truth. The myth is that there's nothing we can do about it. And the actual facts are, the science and products are here now from Jeunesse, really to make a difference and to improve not only the quality of our lives, but the dramatically impact the length of our health span. That is the amount of healthy quality time we have to share with our family, friends, and experience the wonders of life around us. In summary, you're not distributors at all. You need to look at yourselves as ambassadors of wellness and ambassadors of health, because with the information that we've given you here, as well as these products, you will actually be able to dramatically improve the health and quality of life that everybody you touch and you speak to. Thank you.